Hey everyone, hi. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking through all of the books I'm planning on reading in April. And it's actually not as many books as I had once thought or anticipated. I've actually got a very reasonable pile here. So, kind of new for me. There are a couple of events going on in April. Actually, I should probably back up. If you're new here, then hi, I'm Shelly. I love booktube, love the booktube community, love reading, and love talking about what I'm reading and what I think about what I'm reading. If you like that, if you like the sound of that, I would encourage you to subscribe and stick around. Now let's go ahead and get into this TBR. Do you want to hang out in here if you're quiet? I know, I said I was sorry. Here, sit down here then. That's not yours.
I got it first.
I feel like the universe is telling me I shouldn't be filming. It's okay. I shouldn't be talking to you all right now. But we're going to actually ignore the forces of the universe because I am going to get this done one way or another. So the first thing is a readathon that I am hosting with my dear sweet friend Jack at Spread Book Joy. The readathon is called Picture This. It's going on all throughout the month of April, and we are celebrating picture books. Picture books that most of us, I should probably only speak for myself, that I at one point in my life thought was only for children, but have come to realize, much to my joy, that they are actually for everybody. And I'm going to leave the announcement video linked down below. I'm going to leave Jack's channel linked down below because she's amazing. This readathon is amazing. And we are just encouraging you to dive into picture books and experience the joy that they are. Much to my excitement, there is another event going on, and it is called People April. And with this event, we were encouraged to read about everyday people, whether it be like a sweeping overview of an era through the common man's view or with a focal point on the common man, or, like through memoirs and diaries and journals or biographies. There is just this focal point of, human, real, non-royalty. Gosh, maybe I shouldn't be negative about it, but anyways, like people, you understand. And we have some lovely hosts. We have Roz at Scalladandling about the books and Elisabeth from Bookends and Books. Both are incredible channels. And when I found out about this event, I was just like thrilled beyond thrilled. And so I decided to pick up The Father by Sharon Olds. Sharon Olds is a poet. She writes about her life in verse, and she puts it to verse rather. And it's just lovely, like it's lovely works. This is my fourth Sharon Olds poetry book, and the last one that I own, and this is the last one on my shelves that's left unread. So I'm excited, and I thought this would be a perfect pairing for People April. I'm also going to be reading with my sweet friends Sandy and Sonja. We are going to be reading Say Nothing by Patrick Radden Keefe, and it is about the Troubles in Ireland. That is all I know. Really, I've heard it's incredible. Patrick Radden Keefe is the author of Empire of Pain, and I liked that book. I liked Empire of Pain, but there were some minor issues that I had with it, and I'd be interested as to what his writing looked like a little bit earlier, because in his career, the first book he wrote, or like the book he wrote before Empire of Pain, was Say Nothing. And so I'm interested to see perhaps how his career in writing has evolved. So that's on the docket, and I'm excited to be reading with my dear friends. I don't know if I'm going to be reading that as an ebook or listening to it as an audiobook, so that's kind of up in the air. And then Anne with a book, she sort of sneakily announced a Shakespeare readathon, kind of. She is challenging herself to read her Shakespeare in April. She's already taking on this amazing project in which she reads all the books on her shelves, which is just so cool. Like, I admire that so much. But it made me start thinking about the Shakespeare that I had on my list, and one of which was one that I chose for 23 Classics in 2023, and it is Romeo and Juliet by the Bard himself. And, you know, I really feel like just foundationally I don't like shoulding on myself, but foundationally this would be a good read for me, a good choice. And so, yeah, so I'm excited to possibly get to this in April. This is more of a possibility than a for sure. Another possibility, I really have no order here, another possibility is going to be one for the International Booker long list, and I talked about it in another video, but anyways, it's Boulder by Eva Baltazar, and this is translated by Julia Sanchez. It's a slim little work, so I feel like I ought to be able to get to it in the month. And this is my way of participating in the International Booker 2023. So I do want to get it I want to get to it in a timely manner and see what I make of it, and hopefully get myself a little more familiar with this prize that is relatively unfamiliar to me. 3 more buddy reads I have going on, one of which is with my sweet friend George, who is a community member here. He and I often do buddy reads. We've done several, and we often exchange emails to one another. I have another interruption. You probably hear Harry's little feet walking about, but I'm determined to keep going. So he and I wanted to continue to read things together. We read Jamaica Inn, and now we've picked out A Month in the Country. Again, another one by J.L. Carr. Another one of my 23 classics in 2023. A slim work. I heard not only is the writing beautiful, but it's very funny. So I'm like, yes. In this, I believe that the setting plays a very prominent role in this book. So I'm wondering if this is actually going to be like the perfect spring book. So we'll see. And then with Anne Novella, she is a booktuber, incredible community member, so smart, so passionate, love her so much. And we read Donna Tartt's The Goldfinch, and now we're going to be picking up The Secret History by the same author, which, I don't know, I love The Goldfinch. I feel like nothing can top that. So I'm hoping to love The Secret History just as much. I know this is kind of what spurred on our modern understanding of dark academia, and has really kind of set a trend. So I'm really interested in this book on a couple of different levels, but some of which is that I found Donna Tartt's writing so interesting and accessible that I just can't wait. You know, I'm like, she can do no wrong in my mind right now. So I really can't wait to get to this. And finally, I'm going to be reading one book, one novel at least, for the Women's Prize. And so, I have actually 2 more books to talk about. I was like, and finally, I think, but I have one more after this. Oh, gracious me. So for the Women's Prize, I am going to be picking up the Marriage Portrait. Oh my gosh. You know, it's been a long day when I can't even read the title of a book properly. So I'm going to be reading the Marriage Portrait by Maggie O'Farrell, and I'm going to be reading this with a community member named Anita, and I'm just excited. I've not read any Maggie O'Farrell, and so I feel like I am going to be diving into a treat. And then finally, with my friend Fraser, we have decided to pick up The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie by Muriel Sparks. That is I have to get that from the library, so I don't have it with me, but that's going to be the next read that he and I do together. So I know that that's on the docket, and I thought I would share it with you because I try and give you as much information as possible. I don't know why. Why are we obsessed with TBR videos? Why is it that we are so interested in what people are planning on reading? I don't know, but I fall subject to that too. I will click on a video that promises a hefty, meaty TBR. Maybe it's just like a peek behind the curtain and into the minds of readers. I don't know. Maybe if you have any answers to this question, I would love to know. But otherwise, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you're reading in April. What are you planning on reading? I'd love to know. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye.